2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go. Be tight. 8. 51 to Mike.
Throwing again. Newton. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now the try here for the extra point.
The kicker on for the point after.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to the ground game now with Geis. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Chicago.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll roll him out right. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Drop deep, drop deep. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
On first down, Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Newton to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
He's checking, he's retaining. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch the safety creep. Check 99. Check 99. Kill, kill, kill. Turn. Kill, kill, kill.
They run. This is Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Stay with your man.
They fake the give. Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
180. 54 miles. Watch the run.
Back to throw, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A spin. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 51 to mine. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 31. Check 31. Express. Check hot route.
Again, it's Cohen. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike 51. Hey, D-back, let's go. We can 8.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bears on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Cam's going to run the option right, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd and 4.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Complete. Richardson has it. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Right there, 54 Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, this is Geis. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Good track. Mike, 54.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Slam. Shift. Express.
They run again with Foreman. And an alley to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
That's it. Look at him. 51. Hey, get in the weight room. Jim. Check 24. Express. He's mine.
On second down now, Foreman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Chicago, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.